Shalom. I want to start by giving all praise, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, bahasham, Rachakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Shalom to the elect, or peace and salutations to the elect of the nation of Israel. The true Hebrew Israelites are the so-called Negroes, so-called Hispanics, and so-called Native Americans, as well as the Israelite foreigners who may look like the other nations but believe in this truth. This is going to be a video lesson basically on Israel, how the Most High will never forget Israel. And I'll start with the book of Isaiah, chapter 49. Which is a beautiful chapter. And I'll start at verse 14. Actually I'll hit the point and then return back. Actually I'll just start at verse 14. But Zion said, Yahawah bahasham Yahushua hath forsaken me, and my Lord Yahawah bahasham Yahushua hath forgotten me. And that's what it feels like. That's the mindset of our people, that the Most High is MIA. In the scripture that when I heard this, it reminds me of is the book of Malachi, chapter 1, and I'll start at verse 1, at the point is verse 2. The burden of the word of Yahawah bahasham Yahushua to Israel by Malachi. I have loved you, said Yahawah bahasham Yahushua, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? And so it says, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? And that's what our people say. Where has the Most High loved us, being in this poor state? Was not Esau Jacob's brother? Said Yahawah bahasham Yahushua, yet I love Jacob. So the Most High loves Jacob. Even though our people question the Most High's love for us, the Most High still loves us. Verse 3, and I hated Esau, is the so-called white man, also known as Edom, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste, and you do have Israelites that look like so-called white people, for the dragons of the wilderness. Whereas Edom saith, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate places. Thus saith Yahawah of hosts, they shall build, but I will throw down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, because Esau is the wicked. It says the border of wickedness. And the people against whom Yahawah bahasham Yahushua hath indignation forever. And Esau and Edom are the same. So although Jake is in a poor condition, the Most High loves us. And even though we declined as a people, which I wanted to bring out this right here. Lamentations chapter 4 and verse 1. How is the gold become dim? How is the most fine gold changed? So the Most High likened Israel to the most fine gold. Which is the most precious stone or metal. The stones of the sanctuary are poured out in the top of every street, and it how have we become dim, meaning that we declined as a people, and from our pure state by leaving the law, statutes, and commandments. Scripture that this reminds me of. Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 21. Yet I had planted thee a noble vine. When this is talking about Israel, wholly a right seed, how then art thou turned into the degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me? So let's read Lamentations 4 again. In verse 1, how is the gold become dim? How is the most fine gold changed? The stones of the sanctuary are poured out in the top of every street. The precious sons of Zion, comparable to fine gold, how are they esteemed as earthen pitchers, the work of the hands of the potter? So we take the Israelites, our righteous forefathers, like Abraham, the prophets, King David, in Israel. There's been a decline all the way to the earth, and to what you see out on these lakes, out on the street corners, just acting like wild beasts. Just on a low level. And there are people were like, wherein has the Most High loved us? Even right now, let's move on. And this reminds me of the parable of Lazarus and the rich man. Luke chapter 16, verse 19. There's a certain rich man which was clothed in purple and fine linen and fared sumptuously every day. And that rich man is Esau, the so-called white man. Verse 20, and there was a beggar named Lazarus, which this represents Israel or Jacob, which so-called Negroes, Hispanics, Native Americans, which was laid at his gate full of sores. And so we see the two sides that of the coin, that Esau, the rich Esau, is doing good and Jake is doing bad. And when we read down at verse 22, and it came to pass that the beggar died and was carried by the angels into Abraham's bosom. The rich man also died and was buried. And in hell, which that hell represents slavery for the rich man, for the Edomites, even the top banking families, the elites. In hell he lifted up his eyes, being in torments, and seeth Abraham afar off and Lazarus in his bosom. And this is when Jacob is in the kingdom of heaven. YAHAWASHI will be ruling, King David will be ruling, and Esau will be in hell in slavery. This connects with Lamentations 4. We started at verse 1 and 2, but this connects with verse 21 and 22. Lamentations chapter 4, verse 21. Rejoice and be glad, O daughter of Edom, that dwellest in the land of Uz. We know who Edom is. The cup is slavery, also shall pass through unto thee. Thou shalt be drunken, and shalt make thyself naked. So our main enemy Esau is going into slavery. Verse 22, the punishment of thine iniquity is accomplished, O daughter of Zion. He will no more carry thee away into captivity. So Israel, we will no more be in captivity. He will visit thine iniquity, O daughter of Edom. He will discover thy sins. So Israel, we will be in the kingdom. So it shows you that the Most High is for us. And the Most High will never forget us. Back to the point in Isaiah. I'll start at verse 14 again. Isaiah chapter 49, verse 14. But Zion said, YAHAWASHI hath forsaken me, and my Lord YAHAWASHI hath forgotten me. Can a woman forget her suckling child, that she should not have compassion on the son of her womb? Yea, they may forget, yet will I not forget thee. Behold, I have graven thee upon the palms of my hands. So Israel's, it said, graven thee upon the palms of my hands. So that's what the Most High sees when he looks at his hand. So the Most High could never forget Israel. Behold, I have graven thee upon the palms of my hands. Thy walls are continually before me. And so this is a cut on the, what do they call themselves? The one body. Israelites, has a cut on them. This whole lesson. Second Ezra chapter 6 verse 9. For Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. And so Esau will fall out of power, and Jacob will rise and be into power, and that will be forever. This is Daniel chapter 2 verse 44. And in the days of these kings shall the power of heaven, YAHAWASHI, set up a kingdom which shall never be destroyed, and the kingdom shall not be left to other people, but it shall break in pieces and consume all these kingdoms, and it shall stand forever. Talking about Israel's kingdom, which is the kingdom of heaven. Daniel chapter 7. Verse 18. But the saints of the Most High shall take the kingdom and possess the kingdom forever, even forever and ever. So our kingdom will be forever, and when the elect return down on the earth, we're going to clean house with these heathen and establish a righteous kingdom that will rule forever. So yeah, the Most High loves Jacob, even though we're in this poor state now. Even though the fine gold's been dim. This is Jeremiah chapter 30. In verse 6, ask ye now and see whether a man doth travail with child. Wherefore do I see every man with his hands on his loins as a woman in travail, and all faces are turned into paleness. Alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. So there will be a time of trouble, like never seen before. But it said he shall be saved out of it. For it shall come to pass in that day, saith Yahawah of hosts. So the Lord will visit his people one more time in a major way. There will be a time when the RFID chip is made mandatory, the mark of the beast. And so if you take that mark, you will be destroyed in the nuclear fire of Babylon the Great, which is America. So the Most High will bring a great destruction, even on 2/3 of the people. He's only going to save the elect. But at the end of the day, the Most High always and only loves Israel, and even the 2/3 will be in the kingdom. Verse 8, for it shall come to pass in that day, saith Yahawah of hosts, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and will burst thy bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. But they shall serve Yahawah their power, and David their king, whom I will raise up unto them. Therefore fear thou not, O my servant Jacob, saith Yahawah, neither be dismayed, O Israel. For lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity. And Jacob shall return and shall be in rest and quiet, and none shall make him afraid. Okay, so and I wanted to bring some scriptures out concerning the 2/3 of Israel that died, but will be in the kingdom. Daniel chapter 12 verse 2. And many of them that sleep in the dust of the earth shall awake, some to everlasting life, and some to shame and everlasting contempt. And so there will be Israelites in the kingdom. It says the shame and everlasting contempt. So they will be have shame. They'll be in the kingdom though. Just there are levels. Ezekiel 36. In verse 31, then shall ye remember your own evil ways, and your doings that were not good, and shall loathe yourselves in your own sight for your iniquities and for your abominations. And this goes with that Daniel 12 and 2 in the kingdom. Now close out here. This whole chapter is good in Isaiah 60. Oh, this is in Isaiah 60, Slakia. Thought it was in Isaiah 60. Romans chapter 11, verse 26. And so all Israel shall be saved. So all Israel will be saved. So all Israel will be in the kingdom, because there's no place called hell. As it is written, there shall come out of Zion the deliverer, and shall turn away ungodliness from Jacob. So, no matter what it looks like now, the Most High loves Jacob, and will never forget us, and we'll see the kingdom of heaven soon. And hopefully we're of the elect number. But even if we're not, we'll see the kingdom being Israel. So with that, I'll give all praise, honor, and glory to YAHAWAH, bahasham, YAHAWASHI, bahasham, Kokodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone who were well. Shalom to the elect.